Honey,
Hello, Daphne.
Um, what's going on here? I just feel as though I walked in on something really heavy. Is everything all right?
Uh, yeah, I was on my way upstate, back home, when I bumped into an ex, and he says he is here on some business.
Oh gosh, Nerissa. I'm so sorry. I am glad you came to Franklin, though. I mean, with you two being friends, I hope he was able to bring you some comfort.
He most certainly was.
well, that makes me very happy. But I think it's a good time for Nerissa to leave. You can call me later, but I'd like to spend some time with my wife.
Honey, if she's not ready to go, I can give you two some more time alone. I didn't mean to just jump in and barge in on you.
No worries at all. I appreciate the offer, but this is your home. Look, I should be going. I did order some dinner for pickup, and I'm sure it is ready. Have a good evening, you two.
You as well.
Well, now that she's gone, why don't you tell me what was really going on just a bit ago? Because I don't believe for a second that I'm being told the full story.
Earth to Sebastian. Earth to...
Hey, Mitch.
Hey there, what's up with you? I asked you for that report on the 6th Street burglary 30 minutes ago. Sebastian, you never fall behind in work. You always deliver results on time, so what's going on with you?
I'm thinking about Daphne's husband. I know that I should back off, but I'm telling you, Mitch, there's just something about that guy I don't trust.
Didn't I tell you to stop looking into her husband?
When have I ever followed orders?
Never. It's gotten you into trouble from time to time, though.
I know.
What'd you find, anyway?
A whole lot of nothing.
What do you mean?
There's nothing on Franklin Tanner out there, or Frank Tanner for that matter. And then earlier today, I went to go see him at Daphne's house. In the middle of our talk, we got interrupted by someone he knows by the name of Nerissa. Nerissa said she had been to the house before and...
But you still got a weird feeling from her.
Exactly. Mitch, I just can't give up on this hunch that I have.
Fine. You win.
What does that mean?
Do whatever you need to in order to clear up these thoughts in your head.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. And also, don't be upset if Daphne finds out about this and goes off on you.
She won't.
You better hope not.
You seem rather dressed up for a dinner at Bill's diner.
Oh, I don't mean to show off or anything, but all I packed were suits and polos. I can't even remember the last time I put on a pair of jeans.
Oh, my son, I am so proud of the businessman you've become. And I'm so happy that your father and I have a chance to take you out for dinner tonight. I still feel as though we've got a lot of catching up to do.
Same here. What time is Dad getting off?
In about an hour, I believe. And that means we'll have plenty of time to have a one-on-one talk.
What's up, Mom?
I need to chat with you about Jackie. We already know you're staying for a couple of weeks as opposed to 3 days. But then what happens after these next few weeks? Are you just going to pack up and go back to California and not return for another, 10 plus years?
When you said that we should meet for a drink, I thought you'd go for a simple glass of wine like myself.
No, I like the hard stuff.
Oh, my life is hard enough, so I keep the drinking part simple. Or at least I try to do just that.
You should take a walk on the wild side once in a while. Anyway, tell me all about that fight you were having on the 5th floor.
Less than one drink in and you're already grilling me?
Jackie, we always kind of been friends. Remember that time I had to climb on top of the patient to hold him down as you stuck your fingers into his stab wound?
Nurse Livingston was pretty upset with us.
So was Dr. Michelson. But we later found out we might have saved that guy's life. I held him down to deal with his squirming. You kept him from bleeding out after he pulled out the knife from his shoulder. Ouch.
Yeah, well, if you must know, I've felt like I've been stabbed in the shoulder lately.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. What's his name?
Derek.
And who is this Derek guy to you?
He's the father of my son.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known you for a few years now. How come you never brought up Devin's dad?
Because I was a teen mom, and his parents decided not to let him be a teen dad. They sent him to a boarding school. I haven't seen him in over a decade because he decided to stay away from this town. And up until he returned a few days ago in order to close a business deal, he had never met his son. He's a deadbeat, and I hate him.
Someone like you deserves the world, Jacqueline. You're a dedicated nurse. You're a great mother. And you have become an even better friend. And you know what? The next round, it's on me.
I don't know what I want to do, Mom. Hey, I didn't know that my life would change so quickly.
You had to know that coming back here wouldn't be easy, Derek.
As soon as I saw that the manufacturers selling me those luxury cars had their headquarters here, I almost called the whole deal off. I didn't want to come back here, Mom.
Then why did you?
Well, for starters, this deal that I'm about to close will make me very rich. And, well, hopefully, if all goes to plan. But I didn't want to keep running away from my past. And when Dad told me about Devin's behavioral issues, I thought he might need me. So I hopped on a flight that day.
So what does this all mean?
It means I'm not going to abandon everyone again.
So does that mean you're going to stay here in Rockford permanently?
I mean, I can take my business anywhere, so yeah. I think it's a good possibility that I might stay here for good.
I don't understand. Did you not believe Nerissa?
No, not at all. I'm just saying that she looked so shook up by seeing that supposed ex. I think it was something more than just your run-of-the-mill ex. What if it was an ex-husband? I mean, what if she was abused?
I think you love your true crime podcast a little too much.
She's a friend of yours, Frank. I just want to make sure that any friend of yours also becomes a friend of mine. I think we should tell her about our upcoming vow renewal of sorts.
And I think she should just leave, especially because of her ex being in town.
Oh, come on. Let her have some fun and know that her friend is there for her.
This is a fight I'm not going to win.
Not in a million years. Anyway, I'm going to go freshen up, and then we can make some dinner plans.
Sounds good.
Get it together, Nerissa. You knew this was a possibility. You knew that there was a chance you could run into Lewis. That's why I took on the challenge of trying to take over the Jacobs winery. Just can't believe it has taken me all these years to build up my empire in order to take down their empire. Franklin, I thought you'd be asleep next to your precious Daphne. Awfully late.
I just had to see you.
Why's that? I'm not really in the mood.
Nerissa, you need to leave this town. You've gotten way too close to our target. And you told me that if you or I were getting too close to a target, then we need to pull out of a plan ASAP.
Frank, I'm not leaving Rockford.
Daphne wants you at our vow renewal. You can't be there. You need to drop this friend act you've created, and you need to stop being sloppy. You're acting like we haven't snatched up shares of a wine company before by marrying an heiress.
I know your history. I've been through these plans with you every step of the way before. That's how both of us have become millionaires. I know what I'm doing.
Nerissa, I don't know what's gotten into you, but ever since I married Daphne and ever since we set out to take over Jacob's winery, you've been acting odd. You've been watching my every move. You've been coming over to Daphne's house. You've been telling me that all will be revealed soon as to why you're taking things extra personal about this particular target.
Have you been drinking? You're all over the place, and you're the one acting strange. Lay off the questions, Hugh Downs.
I am so close to getting Daphne's shares. A nasty divorce will be a piece of cake. But as long as you keep acting strange, I won't be able to get my hands on those shares. You need to let me work my magic.
Before Nerissa can say another word, Franklin looks beyond her shoulder and notices photographs scattered about on the coffee table. He then walks over to the photographs.
Franklin, what are you doing?
What's happening in these photos?
They're private.
I'm your husband, and these photos look old. Are these family photos of yours?
You should get home to Daphne. I don't want her waking up and getting suspicious of your whereabouts.
Just wait a second.
Frank!
Wait. I kind of recognize the man in these photos. Oh my God, this is Daphne's father, Louis Jacobs. Why is Louis in these old photos of yours?
Because I'm related to him.
I really appreciate you saying such nice things about me, Mac.
Oh, so I'm Mac now.
You call me Jack.
Mac and Jack, taking Rockford General Hospital by storm. I like this. It's very ER Grey's Anatomy of us.
Sounds more like nicknames given to characters from an 80s spy drama.
I guess that could work too.
Oh, thanks for tonight, by the way.
You don't have to thank me. We're co-workers and friends.
I know, but you get me.
I get you.
Yeah, you understood when to back off from asking me questions about the drama I've been through. And I appreciate that.
Well, I know when to quit.
I wish I did. I just haven't been able to quit my emotions about Derek for all these years. I don't feel romantic emotions, of course. I just feel upset and angry.
And you're allowed to feel those things, Jacqueline.
I just don't want my feelings to get in the way of my job and me raising my son.
They won't.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? I'm a doctor. I study the brain countless times. Everyone has a off switch for something, right? You know when it's a good time to feel those emotions and when it's a good time to shut them off.
I hope you're right.
I know I am. So, should we call it a night?
Actually, I would like another.
Then another one it is.
Are you sure we should be doing this, Mac?
Hell yes, I'm sure.
I've just never done this with,
Same here, but...
Okay.
Do you want this?
Yeah, I want this.
Okay.